Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time again for our daily Major League Baseball predictions. We're going to go over all 15 of our games we have coming up today, Friday, August 22nd. We're going to break down all the games, look at the rosters, the hitting, the pitching, and try to predict the outcome for every single matchup today. Who's going to win, lose, what the final scores might be. We'll also take an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a sports fan, if you are a baseball fan, first things first, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, leave them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your favorite personal predictions today? Make sure to leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. Like I said, we have 15 games in total today. We go over every game every single day this entire baseball season. So if you're a sports fan, if you're a baseball fan, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. But let's not waste any more time. Let's start looking at these matchups. The very first one we have, kicking off at 6:40 p.m., we're going to have the 37-91 Colorado Rockies, the worst pitching team in baseball, the overall worst team in baseball. Although the White Sox are making it somewhat competitive right now, the Rockies are still holding that dead last place on the road versus the 54-70 Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a chance for the Pirates to get some wins, try to get some momentum to end the season. Right now, Pittsburgh, 71.9% chance to win. Colorado, a 28.1% chance. The Pirates, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Colorado, plus 155. Pittsburgh, minus 185. The Rockies, not the best offense, 3.8 runs a game, 241 average. They actually have pretty decent power, 132 home runs. They're just a lot of solo home runs. 66 steals, game, 5.99 runs a game. If you're wondering, yes, that is dead last in baseball. The Pirates, not a good offense, pretty decent pitching. They just need some run support from that lineup. And this is the chance versus this awful Rockies pitching for the Pirates to actually get that offense going. They're averaging 3.5 runs a game, hitting 232, 88 home runs. That's last place. 98 steals, 4.02 runs a game. On the mound for the Rockies, Antonio Santazella, a 4-14 record. He could have his 15th win here, and it's the month of August. A 7.0 ERA, 108 innings, 57 strikeouts. He's given up 163 hits in 108 innings. He is loading the bases with bodies. Going up against Braxton Ashcroft for the Pirates. 3-2 record, 3.02 ERA, but very small sample size. 41.2 innings, 37 strikeouts. He's only given up one home run. Really good control so far. Santazella, honestly, one of the worst pitches in baseball this season. Give me the Pirates to win this one, to cover the spread, and I will go with the over. Our second game at 6:45 p.m. an NL East versus NL East matchup. The 52-75 Washington Nationals on the road versus the 74-53 Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are a veteran, experienced lineup, a lot of really good hitters, and they have one of the deepest rotations in baseball. Right now, Philadelphia, 60.0% chance to win this game. Washington, a 40.0% chance to win. Phillies are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Washington plus 145. Philadelphia minus 175. The Nationals are averaging 4.3 runs a game. Offense isn't the problem, though. It all centers around the pitching. Bad starting pitching, bad bullpen, bottom 5 overall pitching in baseball. 244 average, 120 home runs, 107 steals. They're giving up 5.32 runs a game. That is a lot of runs. Phillies averaging 4.8 runs a game, hitting 258, 156 home runs, 107 steals, of 3.77 runs a game. Even with the injuries to their pitching staff, still one of the best overall pitching staffs in baseball. Cade Savali on the mound for the Nationals. 1-0 record, 2.2 ERA, but it's only been 16.1 innings, 14 strikeouts. Going up against Taijuan Walker. Walker, one of the most consistent pitchers in baseball, gives you the same performance week in and week out. 4-6 record, a 3.34 ERA, 91.2 innings, 65 strikeouts. Give me the Phillies. Give me Walker walking away with the win here, covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. And how about this pitching performance coming up next? One of the best pitching matchups of the day, MLB or Prime Video, 7:05 p.m. One of the best rivalries in baseball history. The 69-59 Boston Red Sox on the road versus the 69-58 New York Yankees. These teams are neck and neck in their division. Boston sits at third place. New York sits at second place, but there's only one game separating them. New York at home, 58.2% chance to win. Boston on the road, a 41.8% chance to win. Yankees are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. The Red Sox plus 145, the Yankees minus 175. Take the records, throw them out the window. Anything can happen in these type of games, and it's a very, very good pitching matchup. The Red Sox, one of the hottest teams in baseball. Their offense can do a little bit of everything. 5.0 runs a game, 252 average, 152 home runs, 108 steals on the road, giving up 3.75 runs a game. They have power, speed, good pitching right now. The Yankees, one of the best offenses in baseball on paper. 5.2 runs a game. Obviously, Aaron Judge with 40 home runs. They're hitting 251, 209 home runs. That is number one in the majors. 100 steals, 4.0 runs a game, which actually isn't bad considering the amount of injuries this team has to their starting rotation. On the mound for the Red Sox, Brian Bello going strong season. No one's talking about this guy, putting up really solid numbers. 9-6 record, a 3.23 ERA, 128 innings, 97 strikeouts, going up against Max Fried. Fried was the American League Cy Young front runner the 2 months of the season. He has not had the best last month, but overall, very, very good pitcher. 13-5 record, 3.26 ERA, 149 innings, 141 strikeouts. This is one of those games you can make a strong case for either team to walk away with the win, but give me the home team. Give me the Yankees squeaking this one out, but winning it by 1. Yankees win plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over. 7:05 p.m., the 70-58 Houston Astros, first place in the AL West, but they are on the watch here. The Mariners are on their heels. They'll be visiting the 59-68 Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles, not a good pitching team, very capable offense, a lot of power here, younger lineup. Baltimore, 55.6% chance to win. Houston, a 44.4% chance. The Astros, they're 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Houston, minus 105. Baltimore, minus 115. Again, Vegas is letting you know either one of these clubs can walk away with the win. The Astros, veteran team, they're averaging 4.2 runs a game. 253 average, 137 home runs, 62 steals, and a 3.89 runs a game. The Astros can always pitch. The Orioles here, 4.3 runs a game. 240 average, 151 home runs, a lot of power, 85 steals, and a 4.65 runs a game. But this game is ultimately going to be decided by the pitching, not the hitting. Lance McCullers Jr., he has not been able to get things back on track. Really good pitcher, a really good career so far. He's not had his stuff this season. 2-4 record, 6.9 ERA, 44.1 innings, 50 strikeouts, giving up 9 home runs in 44 innings. Very susceptible to the long ball. Cade Povich going for the Orioles. His numbers are better, but they're still overall really bad. 2-6 record, a 4.98 ERA, 81.1 innings, 90 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher. This is one of those games. Keep your eye on it. But I'm going to go with the Orioles pulling off the upset. Give me the Orioles winning the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under still nonetheless. And on Apple TV at 7:10 p.m., the 66-62 Kansas City Royals, this team continues to hold on, actually playing really good baseball the last 3 weeks. The offense has finally scored some runs. One of the worst offenses in baseball, but an elite playoff caliber pitching staff. They just, for the love of God, need their offense to give them some run support. They're on the road versus the 76-53 Detroit Tigers, one of the overall best-rounded, best overall teams in baseball. The Tigers first place in the AL Central. The Royals second place here. They can gain some ground with a very strong series. Casey, 36.4% chance to win. Detroit, a 63.6% chance to win. Tigers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Royals plus 140. The Tigers minus 165. When you have pitching from both of these teams, anything can happen. KC, they're averaging 3.8 runs a game, 246 average, 122 home runs, 99 steals, and up 3.58 runs a game. That is a top 3 overall pitching staff in baseball. Tigers, 4.8 runs per game, 249 batting average, 163 home runs, solid power, 57 steals, and up 3.76 runs a game. It's not top 3. It's top 7. It's still really good. Both of these teams can pitch. Both have good rotations. Both have good bullpens. Bergert on the mound for the Royals. 1-1 record, 2.75 ERA, 52.1 innings, 51 strikeouts. I want to go with this guy. He hasn't pitched that much this season, but when he's pitched, it's been very good. Going up against Casey Mize from that very deep Tigers rotation. 12-4 record, 3.63 ERA, 111.2 innings, 103 strikeouts. Those numbers are great. Yes, he's given up 110 hits, but the Royals have to be able to capitalize on that, turn those runners into scores. Give me the Tigers to win this one to cover the spread, and I will go with the under again. And in our next game here, a lot of unknowns, a lot of variables that are up in the air, but it just makes it more fun to watch this one. MLB Network, 7:10 p.m. The first place in the AL East, the 74-54 Toronto Blue Jays. They don't bring the best pitching staff here, but they bring one of the hottest offense in baseball for basically the last 2 months, scoring a buttload of runs, hitting a lot of home runs. Right now, Toronto at 74-54. They're on the road versus the 60-67 Miami Marlins. Very capable offense, pitching better in the last 2 months. Miami, a 29.8% chance to win. Toronto, a 70.2% chance to win. The Blue Jays, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. Toronto's minus 158, Miami plus 132. The Blue Jays are coming in here. They're averaging 4.9 runs a game, just really raking the ball the last 2 months. 267 batting average. That is number 1 in the major leagues. 151 home runs, 61 steals, giving up 4.22 runs a game. The Marlins 4.3 runs per game, 251 batting average, 124 home runs, 103 steals, giving up 4.52 runs a game. Looking at our pitching, as of me making this video, no starter announced for the Marlins. I hate going into games blind, not knowing all the variables, but it is what it is. We don't know who's going to be pitching this game. If it turns into a long reliever game and the Marlins have to use that bullpen, I don't necessarily trust Miami's bullpen. They're going up against Shane Bieber, making his first start of the season. When this guy pitches, he's one of the most consistent, reliable pitchers in baseball, but he hasn't pitched since last season. Arm could be rusty here. He could have a great start. He could have a bad start. We're going solely off of faith because we haven't seen him pitch in a year. Shane Bieber, though, he's got the stuff. Give me the Blue Jays to win this one, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And another very tough game to call, Apple TV, 7:15 p.m. The 67-60 New York Mets having an awful last 2 months, but still they're 7 games above 500. Still have a shot to catch up with the Phillies, but they better get hot. They are running out of time. We just need some consistency from the Mets, one of the most inconsistent teams in baseball, but the talent's there. They're on the road versus the 58-69 Atlanta Braves. The Braves, what the heck happened to the Braves this season? On paper, they look great. On the field, they look awful. The ability's there for both of these teams to have good seasons. We just need everyone to start playing better baseball. Atlanta, 55% chance to win. New York, 45% chance to win. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Mets minus 110, Braves minus 110, and I definitely understand why. This game is really up for grabs. The Mets average 4.5 runs per game, 244 batting average, 167 home runs, 100 steals, and have 3.81 runs a game. The Braves 4.4 runs per game, 245 batting average, 143 home runs, 64 steals, and have 4.3 runs a game. That number's slowly starting to tick up right now. Noah McLean on the mound for the Mets. What this guy did his last start, great start to the season, great start to his career. 1-0 record, 5.1 innings, 8 strikeouts, 0 home runs given up. Yes, 4 walks here. Can the Braves capitalize on that younger pitcher here? Can he follow that up with another back-to-back good start? On the mound for the Braves, Joey Wentz, 4-3 record, 4.72 ERA, 68.2 innings, 59 strikeouts. The one thing that I'll say about the Mets that the Braves don't have, I trust their bullpen a lot more. It's been pretty shaky as of late, but I do trust it. If McLean has to come out early, they have a bullpen they can rely on. Give me the Mets winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. 7:35 p.m. The 64-65 St. Louis Cardinals had a great April. Since then, kind of been treading downhill. Same exact situation for the 61-67 Tampa Bay Rays. Started out the season first 2 months, looked like one of the best teams in baseball. They've fallen off the rails the last 2 months. Tampa Bay, 56.4% chance to win. The Cardinals, a 43.6% chance to win. The Rays are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. St. Louis plus 115, Tampa Bay minus 135. The Cardinals are averaging 4.4 runs a team. A lot of experienced hitters on this team. 249 batting average, 121 home runs, 76 steals, and a 4.25 runs a game. They have to pitch better. Started out the season pitching good. They got to get that back on track. The Rays, 4.4 runs per game, 249 batting average, 138 home runs, 162 stolen bases. Leads baseball. It's not even close. This team is extremely aggressive on the bases. They just have to translate that speed, that aggression into actual runs scored, and they're giving up 4.0 runs a game. Miles Mikolas on the mound for St. Louis, 6-9 record, a 4.99 ERA, 122.2 innings, 80 strikeouts, 21 home runs given up, very susceptible to the home run. Adrian Hauser, what a start to him. He was injured to start the season. Since he's come on, he's been pitching bad. This is the best season of his career by a long shot. 6-4 record, 2.67 ERA, 84.1 innings, 60 strikeouts, only giving up 5 home runs in 84 innings. Really good numbers. They're at home. If you want to call Steinbrenner Field home, give me the Rays winning this one, covering the spread, but I'll go with the under. 7:40 p.m., the 58-69 Minnesota Twins lost some of their best pieces, sitting in 4th place in the AL Central versus the 5th place, the 45-82 Chicago White Sox. Not quite as bad as the Rockies, only slightly better, but hey, at least you're not in last place. Chicago right now, 53.3% chance to win. The Twins, a 46.7% chance. Twins, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Minnesota minus 145. Chicago plus 120. The Twins are coming in this game. The offense is not the problem. It is mainly the pitching. They're averaging 4.1 runs per game, 237 average, 146 home runs, 63 steals, and 4.25 runs a game. The White Sox, a lot of very close losses here. A lot of one-run losses. You always have to keep your eye on them still. 3.9 runs a game, 231 average, 125 home runs, 74 steals, and 4.18 runs a game. Zebby Matthews going for Minnesota. 3-4 record, 5.06 rate, 48 innings, 63 strikeouts, 8 home runs given up in 48 innings. He does give up a lot of home runs. Aaron Savali on the mound for the White Sox. 3-8 record, 4.88 ERA, 79.1 innings, 65 strikeouts. When you look at both of these pitchers here, both of these pitchers can get shelled today. Honestly, anything can happen in this game. This could be a shootout. Both teams susceptible to home runs. Both pitchers around 5 ERAs. That's not very good. I don't do this often. Give me the White Sox walking away with the win at home. I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. 8:05 p.m. The 64-62 Cleveland Guardians playing really good baseball since the All-Star break. They were like 5 games under 500, clawed their way back. Very competitive team, starting to score some runs here. Pitching's been there the whole time on the road versus the 63-66 Texas Rangers, the number 1 overall team ERA in baseball. If they can keep that offense playing better the last 3 weeks, this could be a fun team to watch. They could potentially make a run here down the stretch, but they got to get hot now. They're starting to run out of time. Texas, 71.9% chance to win. Cleveland, a 28.1% chance to win. Rangers are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Guardians plus 145. Texas minus 175. Cleveland's coming in here, 4.0 runs a game, 227 batting average. They have to get that batting average up. That's really low. That's bottom 3. 132 home runs, 101 steals. Give them 3.87 runs a game. This team can pitch. The Rangers, 4.1 runs per game, 233 average, 135 home runs, 109 steals. But it is the pitching. 3.48, the number 1 pitching. That is playoff caliber pitching. They just need to give these pitchers some run support. Slade Ciccone on the mound for Cleveland. 5-6 record of 4.5 ERA, 90 innings, 76 strikeouts. Going up against Nathan Eovaldi, who has the best ERA I've seen this season in all of baseball for a starting pitcher. 11-3 record, 123 innings, 120 strikeouts. He's only given up 10 home runs in 123 innings. I love that. They're at home. It's hard to go against Nathan right now the way that he's pitching. It'll be Texas winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. 8:10 p.m. The 61-67 San Francisco Giants versus the 80-48 Milwaukee Brewers. How about the Brewers? We have made a killing betting the Brewers the last 2 months. The hottest team in baseball right now. The best team in baseball. The first team to 80 wins. Milwaukee, 60.4% chance to win. First place in the NL Central. The Giants, a 39.6% chance to win. San Francisco here, they're the underdogs. The Brewers obviously at home, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Giants are plus 144. Milwaukee minus 171. Who's going to be favored here versus this hot Milwaukee Brewers team? The Giants are not known for their offense. They are known for their very good pitching staff. They're averaging 4.0 runs a game, 231 batting average, 123 home runs, 56 steals, giving up 3.75 runs a game. The Brewers, though, they are great at every single stat we're going to touch on right now. 5.1 runs per game, 258 batting average, 136 home runs, 138 steals. That's number 2 in baseball. 3.56 team ERA. This team can do everything. They can hit for contact. They draw walks. Great batting average. Power, speed, starting rotation, bullpen. There's nothing they can't do. That's what makes them such a fun team to watch. Small market team. They excel at small ball. They do it better than anyone right now. The Brewers on the mound. Jose Quintana picking up right where he left off last season with the Mets. 10-4 record. 3.32 ERA. 105.2 innings. 73 strikeouts. Going up against Carson Whisenhunt. 101 record. 5.02 ERA. 14.1 innings. 12 strikeouts. 7 walks in 14 innings. 5 home runs in 14 innings. That's as bad as it gets. I don't want those numbers versus Milwaukee in Milwaukee. Give me the Brewers to win this one. To cover the spread, I'll go with the over. 9:38 p.m., the 73-55 Chicago Cubs, second place in the NL Central, bound right now for the playoffs. They have a great overall team, not as good as the Brewers, but they've been back and forth the entire season. Chicago, do not underestimate this team on the road versus the 61-66 Los Angeles Angels. They don't pitch. They do score runs. They do hit a buttload of home runs. A top 5 overall home run team. Los Angeles, 40.5% chance to win. Chicago, a 59.5% chance to win. The Angels here, they're the underdogs at home. Chicago Cubs, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. The Cubs are averaging 4.9 runs a game, 249 batting average, 173 home runs. They have power, 133 steals. They have speed, giving up 3.81 runs a game. The Angels, 4.4 runs per game, 233 batting average, 179 home runs, 61 steals, giving up 4.65 runs a game. For Los Angeles, Tyler Anderson on the mound, 2-8 record, 4.77 ERA, 126.1 innings, 98 strikeouts. He's given up 27 home runs. He is extremely, extremely vulnerable to home runs. But as I'm making this video, no starter announced for the Chicago Cubs. I've already said I hate when that happens. We're going to have to wait till closer to game time to know who's going to be starting this game. But ultimately, I'm going to go with Chicago getting the win here. Give me them winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. Might be a higher scoring game. 9:40 p.m., the 67-61 Cincinnati Reds. I will call this team, since opening day, the most consistent team in baseball. Their stats have been identical. They've been extremely consistent. The whole season, they haven't really waffled or changed in any way whatsoever. You get the same thing week in and week out, and it's pretty good. Third place in the NL Central. They're on the road versus the 62-66 Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks give up a lot of runs. They score a lot of home runs. They have power. They have speed. Arizona, 54.5% chance to win. Cincinnati, a 45.5% chance to win. The Diamondbacks, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Cincinnati's plus 115. Arizona, minus 135. The Reds are averaging 4.5 runs a game, hitting 248, 127 home runs, 87 steals, and a 3.79 runs a game. The Diamondbacks, 4.9 runs per game, 251 average, 178 home runs. That is top 5 in baseball. 92 steals and a 4.55 runs a game. The Diamondbacks are turning to Reed Nelson on the mound, having a really good season so far. But do you trust Arizona's bullpen? Right now for Nelson, 6-3 record, 3.58 ERA, 113 innings, 99 strikeouts. Going up against Zach Littell, who is giving up a buttload of home runs, 27 home runs in 151 innings. He has a 9-8 record, but a 3.52 ERA. All the runs he gives up are basically home runs, because outside of that, he doesn't give up that many home runs. I'm going to go with the Reds pulling off the upset on the road. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under here. In our second to last game at 9:40 p.m., the 73-55 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NL West, starting to get back to playing good baseball. They kind of waffled there for the last month. They swept the Padres, getting things back on track. But now they're going back, having to replay the Padres in San Diego, the 72-56 San Diego Padres. Both these teams in the NL West, the Dodgers number 1, the Padres number 2. One game separates these teams. This is some fun baseball. This is a great matchup. LA, 66.4% chance to win. The Padres, 33.6%. They want some revenge off of getting swept. San Diego still the underdog here. Dodgers 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. Los Angeles minus 125. San Diego plus 105. With the talent on these teams, playoff caliber teams, anything can happen in this matchup. Dodgers averaging 5.2 runs a game. 255 batting average, 190 home runs. It's number 2 in baseball, only trailing the Yankees. 77 steals, got 4.16 runs a game. They have a buttload of injuries to their pitching staff, but still, in spite of that, they continue to find ways to win. Padres, 4.2 runs per game. If they get Tatis Jr. on track, this offense can really take off. 252 batting average, 110 home runs, 86 steals, and a 3.54 runs a game. Their bullpen, one of the best in baseball. Some might say the best in baseball. That will help you out, especially at home. On the mound for the Dodgers, they're turning to Blake Snell. 3-1 record, 1.8 ERA, 25 innings, 25 strikeouts. Hasn't pitched that much this season. But you know, when this guy's pitching well, it's pretty hard to beat him. Going up against Yu Darvish, great career pitcher. The worst start of his career coming back from his injury. You do hope at some point he does get things back on track. 2-3 record, 5.97 ERA, 37.2 innings, 34 strikeouts. Give me the Dodgers pulling off the win, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. 10:10 p.m., the final game of the day. The 59-70 Athletics. They also have a lot of power, hit a lot of home runs on the road versus the 68-60 Seattle Mariners on the heels of the Astros. They need a good series here. Seattle, 67.8% chance to win. The Athletics, a 32.2% chance to win. Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Seattle's coming into this game. They are minus 131. The Athletics plus 110. Keep your eyes on the home runs here. The Mariners also one of the best overall rounded offenses in baseball. Athletics 4.5 runs per game, 254 average, 178 home runs, a lot of power, 66 steals, and 4.82 runs a game. But look at these Mariners numbers. 4.5 runs per game, 243 average, 180 home runs. That's top 5. 130 steals. That's top 5. And they're only getting 3.99 runs a game. The Mariners can do a little bit of everything, and they're also turning to one of their best pitchers in their rotation this game. Luis Morales on the mound for the Athletics. 1-0 record, 1.86 ERA, but it's only 9.2 innings, 9 strikeouts. He's walked 8 in 9 innings. He's got to get that number down. Brian Wu going for the Mariners. Whenever they need a foundational stopgap start, this guy always steps up. 10-7 record, 3.02 ERA, 152 innings, 153 strikeouts. He has given up 22 home runs. That's a lot of home runs. 119 hits, that's actually pretty low, but overall, a 3.02 ERA. I cannot complain about that. I don't care about the home runs when he's only giving up 3 runs a game. Give me the Mariners winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the under here. Guys, that's my breakdown, my picks, my predictions, my best bets for every single baseball game we have coming up for Friday, August 22nd. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, just let me know what your thoughts are. What are your predictions today? What's your favorite bet today? Drop it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that. You can sign up there. We have 3 tiers in total. If you guys sign up, I would definitely appreciate it. No matter what you do today, get a bunch of sources together, see what makes the most sense to you, and only go with it if you feel really confident about that game. And of course, guys, as always, thank you all for watching.